Tippy time, my damies, Topcat here and welcome back to the channel. Today's build is called the Fan of Flames. I wanted to create a hunter build with easily repeatable ignitions for unstop champs and breaking barriers with ease. This is not just an ability spam simulator, as we have 4 forms of healing to keep us alive as we fan the flames of our enemy's ultimate demise. Our exotic is a bit of a sleeper. The Ophidia Spathe does one thing, grants us 2 knives per charge. Now the wording is unique here, as other exotics like the Osmiomancer Gauntlets and the Armamentarium grant a second charge. So when we pair our Ophidia Spathe together with the Gambler's Dodge, it's not just going to feed us back 1 melee charge. When we dodge next to any enemy, it's going to feed us back 2 for the price of 1. The knives are the heart of this build, so our first aspect will be to knock them down. Whilst we are radiant, final blows with your equipped throwing knife will fully refund your melee energy. To earn radiance, we're going to be using Ember of Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. This will activate from your first knife thrown, giving you an endless loop of knives. It's also going to feed us a nice little weapon damage bump, and whilst we are radiant, our weapons are granted anti-barrier rounds to pierce and stun champs. Of all the barrier rounds in the subclass trees, Solar is easily superior to those of Void and Strand, both in terms of damage output and the easiest to activate. With 100 mobility, you'll never be far from a dodge nor a stun. For the knife itself, I've gone for Knife Trick. When you throw this knife, it'll scorch targets on hit. These knives are designed more for close encounters rather than cross maps, but these are going to offer us the best scorch burn with a value of 60. We need 100 to set off that ignition, so with 2 knife charges it's very simple to set off this ignition often. And thanks to our dodge, it's very easy to do repeatedly, making for an easy unstop against champions through ignitions. Ember of Searing has been upgraded, and now this, in addition to defeating scorched targets granting us melee energy, it'll also create us a fire sprite. We'll collect this for grenade energy. It's about 30% of your charge. These have a 5-second cooldown, but essentially we can produce a grenade charge every 15 seconds. Ember is Singeing. Your class ability recharges faster when we scorch targets. This will help go a long way to get you to that 10-second damage window we had pre-Lightfall. But if you chuck out enough Scorch and Ignitions, you can have this back in as little as 5 seconds, allowing us to go throw more and more knives. Our second aspect is On Your Mark. This gives us a stack multiplier to increase both our weapons handling and reload speed. It activates on precision kills, but also will max stack after a dodge. We're doing this so damn often, you'll always have max stacks for your gunplay. Ember of Mercy is the first of 4 methods we're using to heal ourselves. Firstly, it gives us regeneration when we revive someone, but it's the second part we really want, as it'll give us a 4 seconds of restoration every time we pick up a fire sprite. We're able to create these every 5 seconds, so you'll be sitting fairly pretty. And thirdly, Ember of Resolve. Grenade kills are going to cure you. Now these won't be replacing healing grenades. Healing grenades give you like a full health bar similar to that of Devour. This cure is more like 100 points back immediately, and can help trigger that recovery faster. For our grenades, we're going to be using Firebolts. From a tactical standpoint, these are excellent at seeking out and damaging targets, particularly when you're roly-polying around yourself, killing everything with your knives. However, at standard it has a low scorch value and has been at the bottom of the pecking order for quite some time. However, thanks to Flare Up in the artifact, this will not only push it from a low to a medium scorch value, making ignitions possible, it too will create fire sprites on kills. Ember of Resolve will cure us. The sprite activates restoration to keep us up with grenade energy, so we're able to yeet out another. And there will be another, thanks to Rain of Firebolts. This will give us a second grenade charge, so we'll now be scorching and igniting all with both double knives and double grenades. Now for our armor build, we are going to start first in the artifact, as we want Orbs of Power. Shadow Orbs will create an orb not on the kill, but purely by the initial shield break of the target with a matching affinity. This works with both your abilities and your weapon affinities. Next we use a Siphon mod to match our primary or predominant weapon that we kill with, but our main source will be heavy-handed. Empowered melee final blows create an Orb of Power. With infinite knives at our disposal, we become an empowered melee. But with all these orbs like Legos on the floor, what are we going to do with them? First, stacks on stacks is going to grant us 2 armor charges for every orb we pick up. If you're doing a raid and you need a smidge more damage, you can easily swap this out for a surge mod. It doesn't break the build, it just won't be as effective. As in the artifact, we also have the Solar Surge. Collecting a fire sprite gives you an armor charge. So with 1 melee kill, we'll get 3 stacks of armor charge. All of those orbs are going to go towards our grenade kickstart mod. We're going to double stack this mod, so every time we yeet out that grenade, we get back 45% of our grenade charge straight back. I'm running 100 discipline, bringing the standard cooldown to just 31 seconds. Our grenade kickstart will reduce that timer again to 16 seconds. And with triple bomber, we can push our grenade cooldown even further, as every time we dodge next to an enemy, we get our 2 melee charges and our grenade cooldown boost to kick off another ability barrage. Concussive dampener I found to be a must. I'm double stacking this, and there is space for 1 harmonic dampener also. With this build you need to go in balls deep in order for it to work properly, so you can't be afraid of taking that knock on the chin, just smile, knock back twice as hard. And with this last method of heals, this will help. Better already on your legs, double stacked will make your health begin to regenerate immediately. Hands on seemed only all too fitting. We get bonus super energy on melee kills, and with endless supply of it, it would almost seem daft not to do so. I've gone for a heavy ammo finder on my helmet, as when has more ammo ever been a bad idea? Please give the Parasite a go, it worked really well with this build and its up close and personal playstyle that this build requires. Anyway my damies, this is our Fan the Flames build. It easily deals with both barrier champs and unstoppables, with an endless loop of abilities and 4 methods to keep your health dialed up. I'll make sure to leave a dim in the description below, thumb it if you liked it, comment down below if you've got any questions or suggestions, and until next time, tippy time my damies, what a tie.